I did a previous video with Mother Gothel that you could win in your 5th turn, but that was dependent on using 2 Egomanias and on what other players moving an ally or an item, allowing you to move Rapunzel back to the tower. Now I want to show you how you can win on your 6th turn, not depending on your opponent at all. Boom, here we go. Guard, make my first draw, hairbrush, the knife, and I love you most. First move is to the Snuggly Duckling, get your 3 power. 2 moves I'm going to play is the brush to the tower, that costs 1. That gains me a trust. The second one is a guard, and I'm going to play that to the forest. Boom. Okay, second move, assuming your opponents didn't touch you, second move is to the forest. Boom. Get 2 power. Oh, I forgot to draw. Oh, and again, at the end of that first turn, you move Rapunzel to the Snuggly Duckling. And I forgot to draw a card, so I got the Let Your Hair Down, Crown, and I still have the knife, and I Love You Most. Okay, I already got my 2 powers, so I get to move an ally or an item. Obviously, I am going to move the brush into her location to gain another trust. And the 2 cards I get to play here, I'm going to play the knife, which costs 1. And I'm going to play the crown on the guard, that costs 1 as well. Okay, and that ends my 2nd turn. I'll move Rapunzel to the forest, and I'll draw 2 more cards. I got Mother Knows Best and Misdirection, and I still have 1 power after my 2nd turn. So, assuming I don't get touched again by my opponents, my 3rd turn is to Rapunzel's tower. Okay, I will fate my opponent first. Then I will move ally and item. I'll move my brush into her location again for a trust. That brings me to 3. I will have two things left, vanquish and an action. I'll vanquish at this point. So the guard has 2, the knife has 2, so that allows me enough to vanquish Rapunzel, and I gain a trust when I do that with the knife, vanquish her. So that's the 4th trust, and I vanquish Rapunzel, so she goes back to the tower. And cover these things, you can't use them. So I already did these 2 items before I vanquished. So now the vanquish is gone. When you vanquish a hero at this location, you can gain a trust. I'm going to turn the tower in for another trust, so that's 5. And I have 1 action left right here for Rapunzel's tower, and I'm going to play the I Love You Most, cost 1. Luckily, I have 1 left, and I gain 2 more trusts for that. So I'm up to 7 at this point. Say that ends my turn. I've done all I can do. Draw 1 more card. So now I have Let Down Your Hair, Let Down Your Hair, Mother Knows Best, and Misdirection. Okay, and assuming again nobody does anything to me. Okay, my fourth turn. And at the end of my turn, of course, Rapunzel goes there. And my next turn, I am going to go to the forest, which is my 4th turn. Obviously, I'm going to move the brush with using this right here, gain another trust, which brings me to 8. Okay, I get my 2 power. Boom, boom. And I have two actions left from the forest. And I am going to play Misdirection, which costs 1, but it gets me a trust. That brings me to 9. And the other one, I'm going to play Mother Knows Best, so I don't have to move Rapunzel back. I can leave her there. And that costs 1. And my 5th turn, I will move back to the Snuggly Duckling, gain 3 power, And notice that the top part's covered, so I only get to discard and play a card. All I need to do is let your hair down. And that allows me to move Rapunzel up to 2 spaces back. So when I do that, boom, now that opens up this other action very nicely. And now I can play this one. And you'll notice Rapunzel's at the tower. So, and it says, when Rapunzel is at the tower, I gain a trust. So the second one I'm able to play, I gain a trust, which is my 10th trust. And that was my 5th turn. So as long as no one hurts me, my opponents, I win on my 6th turn. Boom, there you go.